Hi everyone, welcome to this new course of Wireless Site Survey Fundamentals. In this course, I will cover pretty much everything around the fundamentals of Wi-Fi site survey. Why we need to do a survey, what comes after that, the documents to submit before we do a survey, the documents to submit after we do a survey, the types of Wi-Fi site survey, and what is the purpose of each type of site survey as well. And also we'll dig in deep around different market verticals and the different design considerations for a healthcare department or an educational department or hospitality area. So we'll cover all that in this particular course. Okay, so let's get started, guys. The first and the foremost question that comes to my mind is, what is a site survey? And why do we need to do a site survey, right? So if I was a decade back, in 2011, 2012, somewhere around that time, and by the way, I started my career 11 years back, so I know what used to happen in 2011, 2012. When we asked a customer as to why he needs a site survey to be done, he would tell us that, I need to make sure every client in my office has Wi-Fi coverage. And that was true at that time because we did not have a lot of devices which would connect on the Wi-Fi at that time. We would just be relying on .11 ABG protocols, and each employee in the office would just pretty much carry one laptop, and or just one device was allowed to connect on the Wi-Fi per user. And if I would say, if he would say I need coverage from Wi-Fi site survey, I would say okay, that's acceptable at that time. But now things have transformed drastically. There has been a huge change in how we handle things in Wi-Fi now. We don't just focus on the coverage. Now things have drastically changed. Wi-Fi is not just a fancy medium to connect to, which anybody can have in the office. Now it's a must to have in the office. So everybody wants to go Wi-Fi first. The first mode of communication becomes Wi-Fi now in pretty much every organization that I've worked in or I've worked for. So things have changed. We have more devices that want to connect on the Wi-Fi. Every user, they don't bring in just one device, they bring in more device. They bring in, pretty much they have a smartphone, they have a smartwatch, and of course they have a laptop, probably they have a tablet as well, an iPad or a tablet, which is also going to connect on the Wi-Fi. So we don't need to go and ask the customer around, how many users are going to connect on the Wi-Fi. We're going to ask how many devices will connect on the Wi-Fi. That is how the question is also transformed. So what we used to do earlier, 10 years back, is not valid anymore. So I'm going to walk you through a lot of things in this particular course, where we're going to also see what new things have come up and how we tackle some real-time problems in the Wi-Fi site survey arena. So yeah, so we've got, it's not going to be around coverage, not coverage anymore. It's going to be for capacity, right? We have to make sure that we have enough capacity, and not just that, we also have to consider that every deployment now is a high density deployment, because we cannot consider the number of devices equal to number of users. We have to have, we need to know that we're going to have more devices than the number of users out there, right? We also have to find out the RF interferers, which means sources of interference. That is also done through a Wi-Fi site survey, right? So not just giving you the AP positions, of course, we also have to give you the AP positions where which position to mount the AP on, or how to mount the AP, the orientation, whether it's going to be vertical with the LED facing downwards or horizontal, or it all depends on the kind of survey that you're doing. So we'll discuss all of these things in detail, but that's what I would say when you talk about why we need a site survey and what is a site survey. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video. We're going to talk about the types of site survey in the next video, and then we're going to jump into the prerequisites, right? So thank you. See you in the next video.